chased by Thompson. Sneaks in with the cold snap. The PL Army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I get the head for that for this team fight. The LGD are for gold, but no blood taken with 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They're back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing it with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed in fire.
It's also pretty scary for Baby right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with this BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spot, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But see
He's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shivas covered, Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down, there's the counterplay, Seb jumps in, he's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB, he'll try and stand his grab, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As Barracx as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom route, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Barracx. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care, he's gonna throw his life for this one. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will, as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Barracx. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Barracx is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split a course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this Rax on the top lane will fall, the melee Rax gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana as the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top Rax, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. Oh, he's in. The call, the MP, the counter, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pause the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. There's now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. For the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Thompson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of Notel. FY will fall. Arme looking towards Notel. Notel puts the hand of God, but Notel beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Barracx coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Barracx back in, the combo, meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Monster Chief is gone. He's on top of Barracx. Barracx is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Barracx comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, they find him. He's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Barracx onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh, doesn't get the call though, and now Seb, he'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the doppelganger. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy Notel gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Barracx for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refresher shot.
There's
no way they get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex at all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their
Thompson's being spotted out.
He's got the vision. They're on top of it. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a shadow blade. It just, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing a huge issue in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc to this team.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call, there's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that you can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And they're utilizing the PL very well too, by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He's a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace in with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice get the primal split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Invoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY buys back straight away. Anna looking more somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Barracx. Barracx with the tether. Arme turns into Integral General. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme down for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the Dispel, but it's so hard to find the PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Anna frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Anna, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the BKB with the call. Seb, he's got the disable on the Chalice. Do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. He's gets Hex. He gets Bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game. Anna trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time. The Bananas on top of it. Now it's Seb's got the blade on FY with the snowball again. Thompson, Barracx focusing the Rax. Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Barracx. Anna still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee Rax. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid Rax falling. They've taken a full second sets, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of Rags that LGD have left standing. As Anna, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the doppelganger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Barracx in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Barracx gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both Rags. Barracx certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullified's upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range track standing on the top lane.
I can't believe this is only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X-Men was buyback, it was only like 600 or 700,
yeah,
which is crazy, but JRX also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback, but 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from JRX.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at JRX coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4 of the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LD able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 stabs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with a Scythe of Ice. And I think they can get a Scythe of Ice on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say, definitely favored at this point in the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this Rosh.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves, or even like I saw in the last fight too when it was down bottom, he even tried like walrus kicking the IO away from him when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save,
5 seconds remaining.
in particular that Brewmaster, who is just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LG.
Dire team. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Welcome everyone to a new best of 3 series in the Asia Summer Championship, brought to you by LOOT.BET.
Radiant team ban.
We have Barracx versus Geek for you. Those of you who have just joined us in the stream, we had Geek coming close to a comeback in the last series versus the Reverse Heaven, but despite the fact that we were pushed to a game 3, Reverse Heaven managed to finish up the series 2-1 and defeat Geek, and now they'll be facing Barracx instead.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see if they can defeat
5 seconds remaining.
this team
Radiant team pick.
For the lineup outside of Barracks, we have Summer Note, Rush Man, Vinz, Azuna, Packet Phoenix. And for the side of Geek Fan, we have Cooler the Dogs out, Blinding Lights, Nongmon, Julia Roberts, Wet. Draft is already well underway. I apologize if I'm a little bit late.
10 seconds
We
remaining.
have Death Prophet, Ember Spirit, Timbersaw, and DK Bound
5
out
seconds
by the side
remaining.
of Barracks.
Dire team
And
pick.
on the other end, we have Meepo, Alchemist, Winter Wyron, and Rubik being removed from the hero pool by the side
Dire
of Geek
team
Fam.
ban.
Geek Fam had the first pick, went with the Earthshaker. Barracks responded with a Mars Grimstroke pickup, and now Geek Fam will pick up Batrider for the second
Radiant
hero.
team ban.
We'll quickly move on to the second ban phase here, a single ban for each side. Weaver will be denied by the side of Geek Fam, and we'll see what Barracks will respond with in return.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Finally decided on banning out Coddle as their sixth hero. To be banned from the pool, they will have the first pick on this phase, and they'll go with the Ursa Warrior. Oracle will be picked up by Geek Fam in return, and now it will be Barracks' turn to pick their fourth. Geek Fam shaping to be quite the nuisance of a lineup with the Batrider, Earthshaker, and the Oracle on tow. Ursa, though, an expert in dodging stuns and damages that can be signaled from away, and he also has a lot of status resistance, so Batrider won't have a good time dragging him along. We'll see how it goes, but for now we'll have to wait and see what Barracks have in store for us as their fourth. Their lineup is slowly also taking
Dire team pick.
Jake. We have the Mars and the Grimstroke wreaking havoc. The fights, and now Nyx Assassin added to that. What Geek Fam curiously go for a Troll Warlord, knowing that there's a Nyx in game right now that can easily waste 2.5 seconds of his ult.
Dire team back.
We'll see how that goes. Real curious pickup by them, but Barracks will now ban out Nature's Prophet. Geek Fam going for their last ban before the final pick phase here. So we should be good on that front. Enough. 12 seconds left for the reserve time. They still haven't used any of theirs. And
5 seconds remaining.
lots of time to think.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Queen of Pain. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Puck!
You may now select your heroes. Seconds remaining.
Такая халява!
Final lineup will now take shape for both teams. We have Blinding Light on the Queen of Pain and Puck on the played by the Azuna as their last two heroes. The lineup looks at Barracks looks pretty damn intimidating with a lot of stun and lockdown for Ursa to run around in. But Geek Fam is no team to be shying away from stuns and disables themselves. They have the Earthshaker, Batrider combo, and now Queen Pain to initiate for them on the follow-up. And we'll see which team comes out on top. But if I had to say one team, my money would definitely be on the Barracks. But we'll see how it goes, if they can execute their plan successfully or not. Let's get to it.
How close was that?
We have a short technical pause from the looks of it by the side of Barracks, but now we'll get resumed as the go-ahead is given. And final lineup for both teams, we have Rushman on the Ursa, Packet Phoenix on the Grimstroke, Azuna as I mentioned on the pod, and on the top we have Summer Note on the Mars and Vinz on the Nyx Assassin. Meanwhile, on the other half of the map, we have Who the Dogs Out on the Batrider, Quek on the Earthshaker once again, Julia Roberts on Troll Warlord, Nongmon on the position 5 Oracle, and finally in the middle we have Blinding Lights playing as the Queen of Pain.
"30 seconds to battle.
So far so good, both teams setting up for the bounty runes. No risky maneuver just yet, but this Mars and Nyx quick flash into the Troll Warlord for this top rune. They can't afford to lose it. Since Batrider is already contesting the bottom one. Mars manages to nab it with the follow-up Impale from the Nyx. They'll manage to walk away to safety, and 2 for 2 will be the result of the bounty rune at Wars at the start of the match. Mars still dropping to half HP already, hopping a tango to get himself back to 60-70% HP. Meanwhile, in the mid, we have Puck going on against the Queen of Pain now, and the battle has begun. Bottom lane, Ursa making his way towards the back right already with the lead. Still missed out by Packet Phoenix. Waiting for the level 2 to start the Ink Swell combination with the Ursa's lead, and we'll see how that goes. Still tries his best to get every CS he can, though the Napalm stacks are building up quite a lot. Back there, they're just waiting for the Firefly to become active. 4 stacks now on the Ursa, has 10 stick charges. Another slow being applied, Fissure to the rescue, and the Inksoul will miss as a result. Rushman will be forced to go back. And we'll go back to the top lane, where Troll Warlord and Oracle are facing off against the Nyx and Mars. 8-2 on the Warlord as opposed to the 4-0 of the Mars, trying to pull the creep wave back towards their tower a little bit more. Bottom lane, Grimstroke harassing Earthshaker, trying to block out the stack and pull. Creep's really doing a number on the Earthshaker despite his large HP with 3 base armor.
Get away, you!
Ursa now level 2 has the Fuse Strikes activated. Full stack of magic stick charges already used, so back to 7 instantly thanks to in a lane versus a Bat Rider. Meanwhile, mid lane, Azuma dishing out some combos versus the Queen of Pain. Doesn't have a point of any Rift just yet. Opts to max for the Illusory Orb to reduce the cooldown and get more damage out of it. Mars simply chilling with the up of the early points in the Bulwark. Tries to harass Nongman a little bit. A few right clicks here and there. May actually approach for the Spear Shield combo, but not
Dire's
yet.
courier has been killed.
Backline, Nyx pulling the stack, double pulling the creep wave back, and teleporting down to the base. Meanwhile, Batrider being chased away with the Ink Swell, misses just barely because of the Fissure once again being the saving grace, but Phoenix burning to a crisp, and Ursa won't be able to chase here. He has the clap, and the tower shot will connect, so they'll get the revenge kill, but Ursa dropping really low, needs to be careful. However, Quack can't do anything about it either, so he'll be safe for now until Batrider decides to teleport back. Queen of Pain
Dire's structures are
winning the last hit as it is 21-2 as opposed to the 18-2 of the puck. Meanwhile, Troll 26-6 as opposed to the only 13-0 of the Mars, which means Troll is having quite the free farm right now. Going for the phase boots after finishing up his second Wraith Band. Gets the double stack right on his tower, very delicious, but that means that Troll will attempt to approach him under the tower. Not tanking the aggro just yet, smart man. Gets the CS instead, while trying to put down some harass onto the Mars.
top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, Batrider looks to be in a little bit of a trouble trying to play the cheeky game of pulling the creep wave. Will be successful in doing so, and there's not much the Grimstroke can do about it if he can't get close. He has way much more movement speed than him thanks to an early purchase of the bound boots, and Nyx will manage to nab this bound to him, while Queen of Pain gets the other 2 at the top, so once again 2 for 2 equal for both sides. Meanwhile, Batrider getting caught behind the tower thanks to Nyx's Impale and Puck using the Illusory Orb to catch up, so they'll nap him down for the second
Radiant's
kill of the
bottom
game.
tower is under attack.
2 for 1 now at the 5-minute mark. Still a 1k lead in the favor of Geek fans, simply because Queen of Pain and Troll are having a hell of a time farming creeps. right now. And Geek and Sports Crew are really being an annoyance right now.
Dire's top tower is
Mars
under attack.
forced to teleport, no nets just yet by Julia, so we'll get to live and fall back to the tier 1 tower. Packet has been rotated down to the top. Orsa now level 5 will be able to hold his own versus the Batrider. No points in overpower just yet, so he can't exactly burst the bat down. Going for the cooldown reduction on the air shock instead, and the slow, which is now at 40%, which is a substantial amount. Oh, Queen going almost for the Sonic Wave. We saw and heard the animation pop in, but Nyx also blocking out the damage from the Purifying Flame with the Carapace, so we'll have a kill. Ursa also now at level 6 has the boots, chases away Batrider and kills him inside the river, finishing his power crit as a result. So you're coming in. Meanwhile, top lane, Troll still farming. Pretty much freely has the phase boots now completed at the 7-minute mark with the double race band going for the Battle Fury. Gets a shovel drop, perfect for him. He gets a free salve as a result of digging. Meanwhile, Earthshaker and Oracle both rotating to see who needs help the most. No points in Shadow Strike, by the way, interestingly enough, versus the Puck, as it's too telegraphed and the animation is too long for him to not get dodged by the phase shift. Queen of Pain constantly teasing with the ultimate, waiting to see if Puck catches the fate or not. Nyx chasing away any sort of a resistance. We'll see how it goes. So far so good. Troll now at level 6. Gets impaled towards the wall and it comes out. Troll managing to cast his ultimate, as you can see Carapace really messing him up. But beautiful play by Blinding Lights and one solid Sonic Wave and a triple kill for the Queen of Pain. Now an Ultra. Make way for the Queen, ladies and gentlemen. Blinding Lights is on fire. What a beautiful, beautiful play by him right at the best possible second, fading that Sonic Wave for the absolute best moment. Didn't even have an Echo Slam to help him lock up that beautiful triple kill and then move up for an Ultra. Completely turning the tides around now. However, Ursa nabbing the Earthshaker at the bottom, so 5 now. Equal in terms of kills. Rushman going for an early Yasha to try to keep up with the extensive movement speed of both Troll and the Batrider. Continuing his farm within the jungle. While we watch Ursa farm a little bit of neutral camps, let's take a look at their jungle items. Only one item has been found by the Radiant, only a broom handle, which is occupied by the Ursa. On the other half, so all 4 natural items have been discovered. The shovel, however, sitting inside the base, curiously, not being played by the roaming Earthshaker. So we'll see how that turns out. But they have the broom handle themselves and the Ocean Heart and the Mango Tree being placed, as you can see, right on top of this cliff to create some free permanent vision.
Dire's top tower.
Ursa, getting crisscrossed across. Needs to pop that ult right about now. Still doesn't have the power. Could be the death of him, and he'll decide to keep it and save it for some other time. So Cho will get a free kill here with the help of his buddies. Earthshaker still not level 6. No access to the Echo Stamp. Top lane getting abandoned by the EPAM. As Shoal will move down to get the return tower kill on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Nyx popping Vendetta, waiting for Longmon to get a little bit closer before he can make a move. Teleportation coming in from Ursa.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Disarming him, however, he will charge it off with the enrage, but at the same time, Oracle will pay the price. And Grimstroke will die in return at the top lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So, tower for tower, kill for kill, everything's still going equal. Our 2k lead now for the side of DFAM. We'll take a look at the net worth chart here. Queen of Pain at the top, followed by Soul Warlord and Ursa Warrior closely. And Puck on the 4th slot. So everything going swimmingly so far.
What the just happened?
My brush falters.
Radiant's top tower is under
Grimstroke
attack.
will fall now to the combination of Oracle and Queen of Pain with the roots. Not much you can do to escape. So we get extended by another 1,000 gold. And Queen now at level 11, almost finished up with the Orchid Benevolence. Has the second Oblivion Staff coming through. We'll see how that turns out now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Smoke play coming in from Azuna and Vinz. Vinz also taking the helm with the Vendetta now getting activated, going towards the Dire jungle with a long way wraparound as they'll try to capture the outpost now. Backrider gets caught, no Manabran just yet. He'll pop the Capits immediately and Backrider just useless to do anything about it. The only tool he has in his arsenal is the Firefly, which will cause
Radiant's
him to get
middle
stunned
tower
and
is under attack.
killed regardless. Mars finding Earthshaker, misses the spear. Could be the Echo Stab timing here, but it's on cooldown. And both will walk away. However, Queen of Pain has other plans for the God of War. Chases him away with a Shadow Strike. Spears him back, has 16 stick charges. Queen of Pain doesn't take the chance of attacking him. And we'll finish it up with a level 4 Stream of Pain, just like that. There's purging the root off once again. Coming out from Oracle with the ult, has the Yasha, so a lot of movement speed to walk away with. And going for the Sun to finish up his Sun and Yasha. So far, so good. Azuna now has the Haste Rune. Oh, it has an item coming in. It's the Blink Dagger at the 15-minute mark. Respectable timing for him. Now he'll be able to initiate much more freely. Thanks to the presence of the Blink Dagger, though. Queen of Pain wasting no time with the Orchid reveal and gets the kill on Ursa Warrior for a wicked sick killing spree.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Silence coming out from the pot, Oracle dropping extremely low, manages to kill the ghost at the last possible second, gets the ult on himself. He's not giving up the fight just yet. Mars Arena trapping the lineup of the side of Geek inside the walls. But the Echo Stamp will come out and Queen of Pain now finishing up yet another kill, but a monster kill streak this time. While we're too busy watching Troll Warlord though. Queen of Pain wasting no time, using the Orchid once again, naps himself a kill on the puck this time. And now he's officially godlike, 9-0-1, blinding lights. Showing off on this Queen of Pain. Has the Ocean Heart as well for some extra region within the river, which is where she's been spending most of the time. 12-7 now in a 6k lead for Geek fam. Troll Warlord just enjoying this space too much, has the battlefield completed. And continues to farm for a quick BKB coming up shortly.
Dire are scanning.
Multiple pings and a scan comes in to find the Zuma here in the tree line. Puck trying to push the wave with the use of the illusory orb. Queen of Pain jumps into the trees. Will almost run into him. Right now with Backrider. Finds the target. Yet Puck jukes them all out, blinks to the tree line instead of
Dire's top tower
shifting to the illusory orbs, which he was unable to do so because of the Orchid. And teleports away to safety, wasting the entire lineup of Geek fam's time. As a result, Ursa still hasn't gone for the Roche or the BKB either. Still building towards some aggressive items. Basher coming up shortly. No mask either, so no HP region for that guy just yet. Decides to rush the Abyssal Basher, or at least the Skull Basher. Instead, for Warlord has the neutral completed. BKB halfway done. Queen catching Nyx off guard under a sentry. Makes the Scarab pay with extreme pleasure. And Oracle now following Earthshaker wherever he goes. Basically mirroring his movements while they lie in wait for another unknowing victim to show himself.
They'll lay their weary heads to rest.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He pops in now. Nyx going into Vendetta, smokes, and takes the charge once again. Earthshaker away from the fight. Oracle gets caught out. With the ghost on him, manages to block out the damage coming from the whirling axe and throw pop with a silence on his head, bashed against the wall and clapped to the next dimension by the angry bear and the Fury Dragon. Oh, Echo Snap coming in, finishing up with a 5-8 combo, killing the Grimstroke as a result. Ursa getting chased around quite heavily. 12 stick charges, but enough. As Blinding Light naps double kill and now beyond Godfire. While Mars finishes the attempt onto the Earthshaker for a return kill. Puck looks to be going for a Dagon from correct. Could be a Yule Scepter though. Because he really needs a Dispel for the Orchid, really messing up his combo. From the Queen of Pain, that Orchid Rush really has paid off tenfold.
Mine is truly a blessed life.
And really made Queen of Pain bounce up into the top of the network, right next to Troll Warlord actually. And, she hasn't died for a very, very long time. Another smoke attempt now coming up from the side of Barracx. going into their jungle, which is heavily warded by the side of Geek fam. Vendetta has been casted. Once again, taking the charge. In this scouting mission, smoke breaks, silence comes out. Vin's remaining hidden, trying to find the secondary kill, but no luck, so he'll plunge his claws into the Earthshaker's body and down he goes. Mars Split Dagger now finished up, level 12 at the 21-minute mark. BKB though, just getting finished on the Queen of Pain. Troll Warlord not so far behind. This could be a major power spike for the side of Geek fam, as both cores will have fresh 10-second BKBs, and they'll need to do something extraordinary with it and get some objectives while they're ahead before their damage threshold falls off, or Ursa get a BKB. He is going for it now, has the basher completed, by the way, and still no mask for lifesteal. So, no visible sustain whatsoever. Smoke coming out from the right side of the tower. Oracle is left out and will be able to save Troll Warlord. Another beautiful Sonic Wave and blinding light flexing on Barracx. Getting yet another kill and an assist, while Nick's assassin tries his best to buy some more time. Once again, 3 for the price of none. Geek fam, 19-11 now. Handing Barracx's ass back to them in a platter. BKB now finished up on Troll Warlord. 10-second charge, still not yet used. Queen of Pain though, however, was used to force, was forced to use his during the last fight. They got 2 kills out of it, so she'll be happy with that. And Roche now, under the threat of being snatched by the puck, Batrider approaches bravely and grabs him by the neck, takes him towards the Earthshaker and Troll and executes him on the spot, grabbing a kill and the Aegis for Julius.
What the just happened?
Nongmon now has the Trusty Shovel finally back in his pocket. Let's take out a neutral once again while we are here. Good drops for both teams. You can see both the Ring of Aquila, Vambrace, and the Grove Bow being dropped, all which are now used by the cores from the side of Geekcam. On the other half of the map, we have People's Gifts, Vampire's Fangs, Vambrace, and Clumsiness. Seriously, nobody is using the People's Gift at the moment, and Puck looking to be late to the party. Tier 2 tower already falling. Puck with a 3-man flame coil to keep them busy while Ursa finishes the job on the Batrider. 1 or 2 more hits are needed to finish the job, but Queen of Pain and Oracle once again saving grace for the side of Geek fam, not letting anybody die just yet. And a triple kill, once again blinding light. Now sitting at a 16-0-4 godlike stats right now, and not even forced to use her BKB.
Tower is under attack.
Ultra kill by blinding light, holding in that last hit. Shame Puck wasn't around for the rampage, but this could be the GG actually coming up on the side of Barracx. Puck trying to keep his teammates at ease by saying that this is fine, they need to relax. Queen of Pain going for an Lincoln Spear to finish his defensive items all the way to the max, sitting at level 19, soon to be 20. That delicious AoE Shadow Strike or the 25% lifesteal both will serve her well. Puck judges with the phase shift, but too many stuns and too many heroes to dodge. Oh dear God. sheer amounts of magical damage coming out from the Queen, and the Troll with the physical output. The hybrid combo of death coming out from the Geek fam, just annihilating one hero after the other. No end in sight, and a 20k lead now at the 25-minute mark. Redemption is far from achievable from the looks of it. For the side of Barracx, Ursa gets spotted quickly inside the tree line. Rush it to teleport towards the top lane so that he doesn't get caught. Earthshaker enjoying the free farm as a result, and finishes up his Shadow Blade.
Radiant's top
as we speak.
is under attack.
Ursa going for the BKB now. Looking strong. Drinkle on top of the Queen of Pain. Not a single fear in the world right now. Fissure into the Orchid on the Nyx. Just make sure that the Pepsi assassin is out of the equation as fast as possible. Earthshaker, Silence, is not allowed to use his Echo Stamp. Queen of Pain walking away with that Shadow Blade. By God, this man not giving up that 20 kill streak. And Troll Warlord with the Abyssal Blade. Ursa doesn't have his ult to rely on. And the BKB permanent coming out from the Troll Warlord. Finishes up the Angry Bear. 50 seconds and no buyback. And this could be the Barracx follow-up for the side of Geek fam. 3 seconds left on the Carapace.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Tries to turn around, but the Napalm will not allow him to do it in time, and he'll fall for 50 seconds also, and no buyback. Puck doing his best with the counter push and the creep cutting to ensure that the enemy does not have any creeps to lay waste into the Barracx with. But the Silver Edge play and the Queen of Pain just nabbing everybody with that bash. Jesus Christ, what a mean queen. I believe 0 and 6 Blinding Light, absolutely dominating this match.
Nice.
Not making a single mistake, I believe. Starting from that beautiful triple kill Sonic Wave on the first try, and now has all the tools she needs to inflict even more pain, including the Orb of Destruction for the slow and armor reduction. Opted for the AoE Shadow Strike, obviously, for the mass slow. Has more than enough HP to forego the spell lifesteal. And Troll for the Eye of Scotty. Quickly but surely, not wasting any time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Queen now using the Silver Edge. Has a sentry in place. Their Barracx are having a false sense of safety under their ward, and they'll manage to get the Oracle, but they'll pay with their own survive instead. And Troll coming in with the Abyssal Blade on top of Nyx, easily annihilates him. Another double kill for Blinding Light. Queen of Pain not using his BKB just yet. No need to do so, as they'll just annihilate Ursa inside his own allies' arena. Queen of Pain letting go of the Sonic Wave, doesn't really care anymore whether or not Puck will dodge it. And Jesus Christ, that man hits hard. Earthshaker slapped him to the floor with a Silver Edge of his own, and finally Troll will finish the bottom racks. GG has been called. Barracx gave up the first game after a lot of resilience, but Queen of Pain just extra crispy. Blinding Light showing us what it is to be playing the ultimate queen. Congratulations for them for nabbing the first goal. We'll be back after a short break. Thank you.
secure.
I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He's just, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for like the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's one reason why they've been winning these team fights. Except his struggle still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. He's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of those names in the game, and as an offlaner.
Now has Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Barracx did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm as ninjas here.
Got to be
Watch
careful
Jerax.
who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing without rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
There's no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience, keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level 50 out.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his champ, giving him the agony. So. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Spear picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Claws as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character doesn't want to get FY. There with the snowball save, he's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood right silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. I mean, X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. You're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. Is he ready to push in? Look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Brax. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. Will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto F5. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look up close to Brew is at 25. With,
so close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give an edge in this team fight. The LGD are big goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
We've got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They gave him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so we can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off of that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount gem, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed in
5 seconds remaining.
It's also pretty scary for Baby right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he
Radiant team ban.
With the second match of the best of 3 series.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
2 teams, Geek and Barracx are going at it once again. Geek managed to get a hold of the first game thanks to the beautiful and pretty much godlike play from that Queen of Pain in the mid, played by the Blinding Lights. And
team ban. Radiant team ban.
For those of you nerds in the chat, also known as Cuckoo, the man absolutely demolished the lineup from the side of Barracx, and there was nothing stopping him. I think he ended the last game with a stat of 21-0 and 9-10 something. He never died actually, and barely even got to use his BKB. Thanks to his sick positioning every time, a Sonic Boy went to at least 2 people, which resulted in 2 kills or more. Just
team pick.
Rolling his team out to victory and buying some reasonable amount of space for Troll Waller to farm. played by the Julia. Draft for the second game is underway. We'll see if Barracks can redeem themselves for a 1-on-1
10 seconds
tie,
remaining.
so they can go for the third match or not. Will they concede
5 seconds
2-0
remaining.
to Geek Fam this time? Once again. So Alchemist, Meepo,
Dire
Medusa,
team.
and Mars all banned out by Geek Fam. Barracks respond with the Death Prophet, Timber Saw, Ember, and DK ban. And Geek Fam had the first pick, went with the Earthshaker, and now Barracks responded swiftly with a Morphling Rubik pickup for their first two heroes. We'll see what the captain of the Geek Fam will respond with
10 seconds
in a
remaining.
few seconds here. Yet to
Radiant team back.
see anything concrete on
Dire
Geek
team
Fam. Oh,
back.
they'll go with the Earthshaker Batrider once again, and combo worked last time, even though a little bit lackluster, but still the control and the stuns are absolutely essential for the team to be able
Dire
to
team.
stretch its wings freely and get those kills to the cores without much trouble, especially now that they're facing a Morphling. They'll have to be careful, as there are two people that can steal your spells now. Both Rubik and Morphling can abuse Batrider and Earthshaker's skill set to their
10
benefit.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Barracks will proceed their second ban phase with a PL ban, and Geek Fam will respond with an Oracle Denial, trying to block out as many saving graces as possible for the Morphling, so that he cannot just get away with anything.
Pick.
Enchantress.
Enchantress, after a long
Dire
time,
team pick.
hero gets picked up
Grimstroke.
by the side of Barracks. Grimstroke immediately picked up in response from the side of Geek Fam. The double lasso nightmare is now a reality, and we'll see if they can pull it off in the game. But Barracks now
10 seconds
have to pick up their fourth hero. We'll see how they respond to this Grimstroke Batrider threat
5 seconds
with the Oracle
remaining.
out of the pool already. Omni Knight could be a viable option, however the hero is a little bit weak at the moment in the meta, but has the strong heals and the Dispel under his belt, so we'll see how that turns out.
Radiant team pick.
Tankin gets picked up by Barracks, and now they have the
Dire team
double
back.
stun lineup with the Rubik SK.
Lycan.
Lift into the Burrow Strike, and Geek Fam will respond with a Lycan pickup. Very interesting. Going for the fast pace, come into your face kind of a draft from the looks of it. With the Lycan, in addition to the Batrider Earthshaker, and
10 seconds
the
remaining.
Big Bad Wolf will be present.
5
So-
seconds remaining.
Hide your valuables. Last ban phase now in effect. What Barracks tries to deny from the side of Geek Fam here. The key hero in their lineup will have a combo set up mid hero has not been revealed yet for the side of Geek. Barracks also have a little bit of ways to go to draft. Now gets banned out by Barracks. Now Geek Fam's turn to deny a hero. Barracks will have the last pick match, and they'll have a chance to counter last pick. They're not exactly very worried about
10
it.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, Dire team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Seconds remaining.
They'll ban out
5
Ursa
seconds
after
remaining.
a little bit of a thought, not using much of the reserve time actually, and they'll pick out Nature's Prophet. Partner in crime with the Lycan. They have the Earthshaker. They don't have to worry about any sort of a mini counter to their spawns being bane of themselves. So Barracks last pick now. We'll see what they can come up with against Nature Prophet Lycan lineup. An extremely fast-paced set of heroes that are very favored right now in the current meta. They excel at rapid pushing, and with the Necronomicon being a huge part of the meta right now, Barracks really needs to be careful and wisely.
Choose your hero.
They'll go with the Pangolier, Wave Clear and Disarm versus the Spawns. Should be good. Fury, they're still lacking a little bit on the damage department, as Morphling core part of their damage output. But the shotgun is always an option versus the likes of Lycan, the Nature Prophet, but the heroes are now getting picked up by both teams. For the side of Geek Fam, we have Quick on the Earthshaker. Yet again, I think this is his 4th or 5th Earthshaker that I've casted.
10 seconds remaining.
Today and yesterday, Nongmon on the Grimstroke,
5
on the
seconds
Lycan.
remaining.
We'll let the dogs out on the Nature's Prophet, which leaves the blinding light on the Batrider. For the side of Barracks, have Azuna on the Morphling, Vinz on the Rubik, Packet Phoenix on the Enchantress, Summer Notes playing the Sand King, and finally Rushman on the Pangolier. So if I want to judge from last game, I want to say that there's a Batrider in the middle versus the Morphling. Quite the easy lineup, since for the Batrider can really harass Napalm and Fireflies. Morphling won't be allowed to be in agility mode at all. Lycan probably on position 1 in the safe lane, facing off the Rushman Pango as his counterpart enemy team, while the Ench, Sand King, and Rubik will be countered by the Earthshaker, Grimstroke, and Natures. And we're off with the start of the match.
Prepare for battle.
Lycan going down to the safe lane. Already has the wolf summons on the way. On the back end. Like my prediction was true, and blinding light
just happened.
Indeed, taking the Batrider into the mid, faced off with the Morphling, while Earthshaker and the Nature's Prophet will be holding the fort down inside the off lane. At the top, on the other hand, Sand King in the top lane, I think all by himself. not accompanied by Enchantress. And bottom we have Pango Rubik combo coming
30
out. We'll see
seconds to battle.
bottom will be an aggressive tri lane. Looks feel like it because Hench is sitting way too close.
The battle begins.
Battle now officially is underway. Bounty rooms will be split up 2 by 2. We'll grab his, haunting away.
What the just happened?
Like in dual lane, Enchantress just supports back to the top. Has the early still to maintain faith itself and the Natures and Earthshaker. Okay, we'll see if he gets point in the Sandstorm or will he go for a more offensive approach? Enchantress quickly enchanting one of the Nature's Prophets. Quickly on cause. Expires shortly, however, first blood by blinding light, as I mentioned. Not wasting any time at level 1. We'll get killed by the tower, so a return kill right there. But SK overextending from the looks of it, trying to deal some damage to the Nature's Prophet, but high damage odds coming from the NP and the Shaker will put him down, not having any sort of a defensive. Opting to level up Caustic Finale instead. Top once again. Nature's dropping a little bit low. Enchantress doesn't have a point in the can't exactly fill out some harassment while the man fight continues between the two mid heroes. Not 6 stacks of napalm, barely can even turn. Batrider just having a good time at the moment. 14-3, however, on the Pangolier versus the 9-2 of the Lycan. For you. Braxton Lycan there with that lucky shot block, while the Lycan choice to farm. Blinding Light pushing Morphling back once again as we can 11-3 as opposed to only 6-0 on the Zuna. Morphling, 5 stacks once again. The agility build. We are trying his best to power deny with the wolves and get CS as much as possible, but it's not going to be easy. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet pulling the wave right behind tower to
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fling. Done. Will manage to sell 2 waves back to back. While Phoenix pushing towards the mid. Making a move here on the Batrider with the impetus.
Just happened.
Forcing more out once again.
Were you watching? That's how it's done.
Rubik chasing away the Earthshaker. From the bottom, Lycan still struggling for CS, being almost doubled out in terms of input. Oh, Morphling beautifully blocking the Earthshake with the haste string, but not enough damage to finish him off. But not giving up the free kill here. Rather sits behind his tier 2 tower for eternity, wait for his TP to be available instead of doing it more. Batrider also keeping Morphling for his attempts to recover the lane somehow. Can't get any CS against the Napalm stacks. Meanwhile, Shaker trying to half take stroke for that 5-minute boundary room. Batrider coming in. Also, Fissure
just happened.
Blocks the TP. Batrider cooking the body of water alive. 5 stats and down he goes. Another kill for the Blinding Lights.
Dire's middle tower
Having a good start so far. 2-1-0 as first blood and now a second kill. While Nature's Prophet struggling a little bit, with Enchantress. Has the mana to finish the Nature's Prophet off. I don't know why he chose not to. NP will live to tell the tale. Rushman now 42-4 as opposed to 34-1 of the Lycan level 5. And going 2 points in the lucky shot has a trip complete also, so pretty much winning this offense right now, and there's not much Lycan can do about it. May not be able to kill him, but won't let him get any sort of a CS. Meanwhile, Rubik gets caught with the rotations coming in from both Earthshaker and the Nature's Prophet. Oh, they catch someone with the Ink Swell. Rushman, though, not really bothered by it. Gets to walk away with the
Radiant's top tower
Nature Attendant on him. Buff, healing.
What the f just happened?
And King now at level 6, going Soulbring after the transport. Has the Epi. Tries to go for it right here now, but enough movement.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Lycan casts the ult and goes tries to defend himself by rolling up into a ball and running away.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Pretty damn effective if you ask me. Got away with his life and Lycan wasted the shapeshift. Still has a bunch of seconds on it though. Rubik only level 3 and not even close for himself at 8 mark right now. Nature's Prophet though,
is under attack.
level 6, farming the jungle camps, nice and easy. Gets the shovel, ultimate item for the roaming Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile at the top, Sand King chasing the full level 3 Earthshaker. Pretty closely, sandstorming it right under the tower. But there's nothing that Quick can do about that, and he'll have to just sit and watch. Prophet picking up the haste rune, the chase continues. For the Batrider, comes in, snaps the kill, and just goes out in style. And then securing the kill from Batrider
What the f
for himself.
What the f just happened?
Shaker from what? Shortly, meanwhile it's have stuff on the time. put it to good use in the jungle, farming some camps, while Batrider going for boots of travel right
just
now.
happened?
Expected him to have way
Just happened?
items, but considering it's only travel. Shaker's back. We're done looking at inventories at the moment. A way to wiggle his here. The Earth Shaker. Kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
While clearly ain't safe, just farming it when it's near tower. Otherwise, resorting to jungle camps. While at the bottom, Pangolier complete. Pull up his lane, has the Javelin. Elstrom, tier 2 Necrobook now being purchased by the Lycan. Through those pretty quickly. Right now, at 4K net worth, 300 ahead from the Pango. Right, 3 farm is his thing. So that'll be considered a success, I guess. It's only going to get better because of the Necrobook Warriors just ready every so often. Batrider popping the Firefly. Camps, everything so far has been nice and quiet for a few minutes. No kills or attempted murders past 5 minutes. So, SK in position, gets blocked by the Enchantress creep actually, one time and time again. Pops the Epi, Storm on, Nexus Prophet almost lives, but the team come in and Batrider will use the lasso to ensure that they'll get a kill in return. Enchantress, same time hiding inside the tree.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
While this was all happening, Julia took the opportunity to go down the mid lane and kill a bunch of creeps. Very calm game compared to the last match from this. Have so many heroes with a lot of ganking potential. Still haven't found their way to solid long spree of kills. Instead, everybody's just farming by their own and
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Plans to do that. Their benefit. Barracx is avoiding fights to big towers and objective
Dire's top
Bo3
tower
with the Lycan Nature's
Radiant's bottom
line
tower
up.
is
Batrider
under
jumping
attack.
in. Trying to Tango. So a bunch of seconds left on the clock for that
Dire's
last.
top tower is under attack.
He'll just jump in to
Dire's
defend the tower
structures
while
are
Lycan and then go ham on this 4 tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle
No
tower is
FP,
under attack.
so no crowd control, and
Dire's
Northman
top
can't even
tower is under
touch
attack.
them with a 50-yard stick. They'll take half the tier 2 tower's HP away and casually fall back, then comes up to clean up the rest of the creep while Batrider chased after, Mango also comes out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Over tries to pull him in towards the Tango's ball, but he'll end up paying with his life as Fissure will block him off right at the edge. Batrider will nab yet another kill. Travel now completed. Whopping 420. Lycan now
Dire's
using the
middle
purge on the
tower is
ranged
under attack.
Necro creep to slow down the SK, finishes the job very easily with the help of the bat. Another kill for the side of Geek.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
going swimmingly for them. Their early game run at you combo is being used pretty effectively. Rubik tries to go for the shapeshift skill, but only gets a Howl level 1 instead. Batrider teleporting now to the mid lane and grabbing himself a kill with the help of the Prophet. Lasso will be back in a minute.
Radiant's middle tower
By that
is under
time,
attack.
Batrider will probably be
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Will actually start hunting the Morphling after a long period of quiet for him. Will he join his team to get the kill here? He'll get things out. Chantress chasing away Nangman. Well, on the other half, we have Tango trying to get Shaker here under a Sunlock. Will be a go. Flashbuckle blocks the Maelstrom and down goes the Quest.
Yes!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like they'll have to forfeit this tier 1 tower. Now that a 4-man presence of the Barracks is here, but at the top lane, Lycan and Batrider plus Nature's Prophet with the Orchid short work of their position 1 core, trying to farm safely at the top. Double damage. Batrider bottles it up, popping the region. Dead. Was previously in his bottle. While the 4-man smoke attempt coming out from the start of Barracks. Catching Batrider. Oh! Ever so closely. Will they do it? Yes, they can. They'll get the bonus strike. They'll steal the Firefly and Impetus will put down Phoenix for good. But Roche is now done and Prophet has the Aegis. What a freshly spot. Orchid. Oh, he gets silenced. Breeden with an echo down to the face and down goes the King of the Sand. And Morphling now with his Stolen Fissure. Blocking Earthshaker's path from exiting the pit. Lycan though chasing Morphling away without a care in the world. Has the Inksoul stun completely on him with the silence and chases away the rest of the team so they can finish up on the Morphling. They'll take 2 and lose an Earthshaker over. One being the Morphling right now. Going for a hybrid build of wherever this is. Like a half Lincoln Sphere, half Manta style.
Dire's middle
hybrid
tower is
build.
under attack.
None has been completed yet. Lack of farm. Julia, Necrobook level 3, has the drums also told with the Iron Talon.
Where are you going?
Batrider getting slowed down by the enchant and volleyed on with the Impetus. Won't be able to catch him though, he's too fast, too furious, he can boost travel. Prophet way too tanky. Has the Aegis on so. They'll let him go too, and Barracks unable to do the kill. Nangman trying to kill the shoveled Kobold.
Radiant
He goes for it.
are fortified.
Always pity that guy. He has nothing to live for. He just gets spawned by the shovel and just Tango popping his ult for some reason, trying to get away from the wolves. Now he won't have spell immunity and Batrider coming in with the lasso. They'll get him. Oh, they'll get him good. And immediately smoke and oh, accidental dust. Yeah, burn stroke. Smoke up, go the long way around. Signals are out, coming in. Teleportation comes in, a global presence coming out from the Geek, and boosted travel. Immediately deleting out two on different sides of the jungle. They'll get Ruben and the Enchantress. Quickly, almost nabbing SK2 in the process, but still chasing it. He's faster on the Bat Rider, and Lycan still has the shapeshift duration for a few more seconds. Julia gets to make a kill with the double. The 16 and 5 and a 7k lead at the. Everything is as it should be right now, at least for the side of Geek fam. Going for a Helm of the Dominator, I want to say. Not sure what he's going making that ring into, but a ring of health at the moment. See what it turns out to be later. Pupil's Gift gets dropped for the side of Geek fam. They'll continue their 5-man push with the Nature's Prophets right around the corner. Still having the Aegis and now has the Helm. So maybe a double Dominator game for maximum high ground push while getting he's still weak. Backrider gets caught into Sandstorm, Thunder, and Echo Stam comes in, drops SK super low. Backrider gets dropped, but not before they can kill the Morphling. He immediately buys back, gets the boost of travel, chases away the Pango. Spirit Vessel. Still has the lasso, doesn't want to use it if he's not forced to, and he will not be forced to do it because his team is there for him. Teleportation and a TP coming. That's what you get for trying to kill the Bat Rider. Meanwhile, at the bottom, the big bad wolf finally will succumb to his wounds after chasing the 3 members on the side of Barracks all by himself. They'll finally get the kill. But Bat Rider, double damage. Travel and 6 charges of Spirit Vessel. Looking strong, even after that buyback. Morphling going for a Scepter from the looks of it. Not even a Manta style. Just probably bought the Void Stone for some extra mana regen to use with the Scepter. Bottom lane, SK gets caught under the silence, a little bit too tanky, but still drops very low. Epi cancelled with the Ghost. Grim will fall to the Sandstorm in return. 1-for-1.
Dire's middle tower.
Morphling turning into a Bat Rider. Trying to catch Bat Rider himself, but doesn't have enough movement.
Come on, sprites.
So we'll have to give up the chase. Nature's Prophet. Locking the Enchantress in a tree, puts the Spirit Vessel on him, the Bat Rider, and the Fisher finishes the job for the Nature's Prophet to get the kill.
Bounty.
Height was the item, apparently that the weapon was going for, a little bit magical resistance, the only department that they're lacking so far. Massive wave of bombs now rush towards the tier 2 tower at the bottom. He gets popped and they'll go for the mid as the wave is already near it. Sets of wolves and the Necro Warriors are still ready for another 5 seconds.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lycan pushing in now. Last part. After this, Barracks will be effectively prisoned inside their base. The global initiative since coming out from the side of Geek fam really scares them, as no lane is safe as soon as you show yourself as either a Bat Rider or a Nature's Prophet or both. And even if you're lucky, a Lycan will also show his face and kill you, stab you repeatedly. So they'll stick to smokes and farming near their base, which they feel safe at, but I think it's a false sense of security, as the invisible wolf will ink scroll the shit out of the Enchantress, Nature's Prophet ult on top. Nature's wanted to join, but the ulti should be enough for the Grimstroke to get an easy kill on the go.
Radiant are scanning.
Phoenix will fall once again. 1-8 and a 13k network boost. Bad Rider trying to block the enemy from capturing the outpost, but he'll pay with his life. Earthshaker. Oh, they need that Echo Slam. No, not in range. Therefore, SK will get away with his life.
What the just happened?
Lycan almost has the AC completed, Hyperstone and the Buckler. The recipe left to go. Stroke also has a lens of his own now. Level 15. While Morphling still not even fully finished. Scepter has the Synth Blessing also. Pocket for some. Not going for the shotgun build has really made his team back in terms. The only way they can get a kill is to at least 3 more people and lockdown thing. One person. This means that there's smoke. The other end of the map.
Nature never
Death, Bad Rider walking into a trap actually. Once again in the same area by the same people. And he's wondering what the heck just happened.
Nature attend us.
Cantrip getting nabbed. Oh my god, the amount of damage. Nobody cares about the attack speed slow at all. They'll just kill him. Plain and simple. Oh, Earthshaker trying to block off SK. Could actually blink in an Echo, but SK was ready for that. Ready for that since yesterday and walk away. KB now online on the Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile, Lycan has the Chief almost finished up, only to take the best. Shaker has the Glimmer Blink also.
The seeds of fortune.
Still a lot of ways to go. Operations. Time to farm and put the objective. It expires. Jumping in with the SK. But the double lasso dream comes true and
Just happened.
horrible death. It's an absolute disaster now. Lycan chasing away the stragglers. Oh my god, shredding the fourth Angolier. He just died. Triple kill once again for Blinding Light. 12, 5, and 11 still showing an absolute dominant display. Morphling sticking around for that courier kill. This will be his undoing. He's tired and stuff and now
Just happened.
dead. Very, very dead. Not even a blink dagger. This man cheating so much without even a blink dagger on the back right. That's just fuel and the travel instead. Walks up to people and grabs them by the neck and brings them back like an absolute champ. And bottom 2 3 tower will now get nabbed quite easily. No defense to speak up whatsoever. They'll just take a rack, be the GG, and the end of the road here for Dallas. The 27-minute mark. BKB from the Nature's Prophet. Think of all the disarm. Meanwhile, SK tries to find a way to block out the SK. Echo Slam here. Boom! Mid-casted by the Quack. No one saw that, buddy. No one saw that. It's okay. It's alright. We're winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Morphling trying to juke his way around with the SK Scepter. And stuns people around. Buyback from the Bad Rider. They lose more down to 50. No buyback. And and then now lose another one. Rubik with the buyback, trying to hold this tooth and nail, but the Lycan relentless with the AC. Just push it, keep pushing, and now the Epi off the pipe like it was nothing. Continues the charge, gets the kill on the Rubik, the dieback, 7 seconds and no buyback. Tango also has the scepter, but not enough. They're just entrapped inside their own base. Can't do anything about it. More down for 17 more seconds. We'll be back up shortly as Lycan is now level 17. Sorry, level 20. And interestingly enough, didn't get the shapeshift illusion in favor of the Eternal Impulse. Amplification for the spawn pushback. They're not giving any chance to the Barracks to make a comeback here with that Morphling deck. Lycan gets caught here, still has the cheese, nothing to worry about. Grimstroke will lock them down together. Last still 5 seconds to go. Oh, this could be a spin, the perfect echo, man. If he didn't waste it in that corner, but they'll still get the 2 kills anyway, and now Tango, now for 90, no buyback. Just a slaughterhouse. GG will be called. Barracks has had enough. Don't call it. Congratulations to the Geek fam. We're nabbing this best of 3 like absolute champions. I think we're done for the day. So thanks for watching, everyone.